and this one is going to be a tutorial about repetition and loops. So here you see a cat and a big purple square. So we're going to talk about why we have this repetition function and why it's important to have such. So let us first position the cat, which is for example in these locations, to its original position that we want, which is in terms of x and y Cartesian coordinate planes, minus 141 for x and minus 119 for y. Our goal in this one is to make the cat move up, right side, down, and left side, so making one rotation, full rotation around the square. So let's start with trying to make this cat move forward, in this case because it's angled. It's facing forward in this direction, so that's why we're going to just say move few steps, which means that it's going to move towards the direction that's facing, which is up in this case. So let's try making this cat arrive at this destination, turn 90 degrees, and then again go to here. So we tried doing for 2 blocks here, where you see that the cat will move 10 blocks, and they will wait just for 0.01001 seconds. Let's click. As you can see, the cat didn't move a lot. Now even if we separate and click again, and again, you can see that it takes so much time for the cat to actually arrive at the point that we want, and then rotate. So here's where repetition function is very important. By this function, which is showing repeat 27, it literally means that the function, whatever the function is inside this repeat function, is going to be reiterated 27 times in total. That means that you don't have to duplicate, put it again and again and again. You don't need to do this. All you need to do, let me erase this. All you need to do is to put the repeat function and then put the function that we originally put inside. Now we can of course put this outside, but this works, but still, sometimes we want to see some gradualness inside the movement. So anyways, when we put this repeat function, what happens is that we can see that the cat will smoothly go up, and we do not have to click and separate and click it again. In this case, it doesn't work. Now, this is what I've just said is the main subject, the content of this video. The other things are going to be same. I'm going to continue doing so to complete what I've just did. So this is specifically this function is specifically repeated for 27 times because that's how much steps does it take for the cat to fully move up until it is rotated at the appropriate position. So let us do this. Let's erase this part because we know that this won't work. Or let us try it again for those who want to get a review. So let us click it. Now we have the cat seeing in this direction. So if we then put the move 10 steps, what's going to happen is that, again, we need to repeat this a lot. In this case, we need to repeat 30 times of this. So basically, 300 steps are needed in order for the cat to go to here so that it can rotate and do the same thing again, rotate and arrive at the same destination. So that's why we have repeat 30 times of 10 steps in each repeat and then rotate. Voila. So then we repeat the same process. You see 30 of 10 times, rotate again and again and again. What this shows us is this form of loop. Now, of course, there might be some adjustment needed because the category started here, but that's not the main purpose of this video, because that's more like optimization. And you can also notice here, for those of you who are constantly trying to remember what I just said before, that indeed these three functions are identical. What does that mean? That means that we can put the repeat function with 3 times instead, remove these two identical ones, and insert. This is equivalent to having the previously 3 of these composite blocks together. By doing so, you'll have the same thing. So this is very basics of any coding. One of the fundamentals that you have to learn is about the usefulness of repeating functions. So I hope that you had some good time understanding what this is, why it's needed, and what this demonstration like example is. So thank you, and I hope to see you in other tutorial videos.